What is your name? Where are you from? And how do you live?
Okay, my name is Myron Hogan. I go by DJ AMG. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I attended Catholic High School as well as Southern University, where I finished with my Bachelor's of Science in Accounting.
I want you to choose one of these questions on here to answer.
All right.
Doesn't matter which one, whichever you feel most comfortable answering.
I guess we could just start from the first one. What is something you learned recently that means something to you? Uh, let's see. What means something to me that I just recently learned is that there's an overwhelming majority of people that go to school for a specific reason that do not have uh, experience in that field when they finish, and they don't necessarily have anywhere to go in necessarily in that field, and so that kind of tends to lead them off on the different paths. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that they will be unhappy or less or more happier in that
Mhm.
situation. It just so happens that life kind of just you have one plan and then it kind of takes you off in another different
Yeah.
places, and then for the
The
most part
divergence of
everything
life.
kind of just ends
Yeah.
up being okay for the most part as far as I can tell. So that's something that I learned, is that accounting doesn't necessarily fulfill me. To your next question, why do you wake up every day? It definitely isn't for accounting, although it did pay the bills at one point. So at one point, that was my reason for being and waking up every day. But now it's more so to do things that to fulfill me, uh, give me a sense of wholeness. At the end of the day.
That's very interesting that you answered it that way because I kind of find myself in the same situation.
Hmm.
I decided when I was a sophomore in college that I need to find something that's going to support me. And I said, I'm going to do business. Before that, I was working in nursing. I was a CNA
Okay.
and I didn't really enjoy it. My mom's a nurse, so it's kind of why I'm the spitting image of her. So it's kind of living up
Gotcha.
to her reality. But I find myself in the same situation where I'm in finance and I've gotten jobs, I've gotten internship and opportunities, but I don't. It doesn't fulfill me. You know,
Yeah.
I don't
And
wake up every day for that. Go ahead.
that's definitely something that I learned. I should have learned. I did not do internships prior to me graduating. Had I done internships, I would have learned much more about the archetype of the person that is an accountant,
Exactly,
and
exactly.
the fact that you're going to be spending 8 to 10 hours
With
every
those
single
people.
day,
Hmm.
pretty much from sun up to sundown,
Yeah.
with a certain type
Type
of
of
person
person.
in
Hmm.
a very small cramped space, with all questions being open and fair game. Like there is
Exactly.
no, hey, let me come ask you over here real quick to the side. Is this right or is this wrong? How should I do this? All questions are just blurred out, and
Yeah.
you have all levels from the partner all the way down to the staff, all in the same room. So the term "there are no dumb questions" takes on a whole new meaning once you
Get
step
there.
into a room and
Hmm.
all of your questions are up for
Yeah.
the partner to to decide whether or
Yeah.
not there's a stupid question or not. So it mutes you a little bit. So I
Yeah.
could just say that's for sure.
No, it definitely does meet you, and that's one thing I found after working with my internship. I worked for the FDIC, and I realized very quickly the archetype of people that I will be surrounded with, and that I am not that archetype. And I found that I was hiding myself a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So my coworkers, if they were to see me like this, they wouldn't know who I was. They they only knew about 0.5% of who I really am,
Ah.
and I found it very difficult to be there every day. And it's interesting that you said that because I'm transitioning into this period of okay, I've done
No,
this, I've experienced it. Go
it's
ahead.
definitely a scary thing to try to transition away from something that you spent
So much
years of your
time.
life
Exactly.
committing towards and convincing yourself that this
This is
is how
how.
it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
This is the path. Little do you know, you're on a path that you don't even know
Exists.
where that
Yeah.
leads to. So you think you're going somewhere, but you're so short sighted, you don't really have a concept of what being farsighted
is.
is.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is related to brain development. I'm 22, so I
Exactly.
was
So
19 trying to make adult
exactly. You don't
decisions,
really
and
know what you don't
I
know.
don't
Yeah.
know what I'm doing or where I'm going. I'm just trying to do what's right.
Yep.
And what is right, what is wrong, that's a whole other thing. We can ask why all day, but I found that it's what feels right to me, what feels true to me, what's real to me, what makes me wake up every day.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't the FDIC.
So what about you? Why do you wake up every day now?
um to see how it plays out, to see if it was worth it. I
That's a
mean,
very
every
good
day
answer.
waking up is worth it,
Hmm.
but mostly just to see where it's going to go, because no year of my life since ever has been the same. I've always been doing something different.
Hmm.
And
I
sometimes
can definitely say you are. I did notice you inside. You are dressed very differently,
I
and not. I won't say odd, but it seems as if you picked your outfit, your clothes specifically not to fit in.
that's very
You may or may not love what you have on, but I have a feeling that you would quickly throw some stuff on that's like, as long as I don't look like anybody else, as long as I stand out in the crowd.
why are you spot on? Because that's what, when I'm picking my outfits in the morning, I'm like, what's not basic? What's something that means something to me? What am I
Succeeded
gonna
today.
point on that
Succeeded
means something to me?
for sure. Got anything else?
I mean, if you'd like to answer the last question, you may.
Let's see. Satisfied. Am I satisfied with what was and what was? I'm definitely satisfied. Well, no, I can't say that. Satisfaction is it's a very finite kind of a term. So I would definitely say I'm motivated still,
Mm-hmm.
but not dissatisfied. So I'm working towards that satisfaction, but also understanding that satisfaction is a journey. It's not necessarily a destination.
Right.
It's what I'm doing. Because, like I said, you never really know where you're going to end up. So it's just about that path along the way and
Mm-hmm.
making sure to stop and smell the flowers and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So you don't end up with any regrets. So you're always at least enjoying what you can enjoy and controlling what you can't control.